Welcome back to another segment. This time around, we are going to be deliberating on Chelsea. When I say Chelsea, Chelsea alone in this segment. Anything concerning Chelsea now, it's one deliberate here. Because nobody see Chelsea in this FIFA Club World Cup final. Nobody expected Chelsea to be in this final. Did you?
I did.
Did you?
I did not.
But I did. I did.
I did not. I did not. Like these guys. Sir Peter. Joy D.
Joy day.
Joy day.
Joy comes in the morning.
For my compound, they even played that song this morning. Joy, joy, joy. My heart is ringing.
Bro. Like this team, they are growing every day. That I'm a happiness. Say Chelsea they progress. Chelsea there is serious improvement. And even the players they talk and say each time they play each game, they notice that they are getting better and better, they are improving. And that is a very, very wonderful thing. And I have to give kudos again to Enzo Maresca.
A round of applause for him.
See, guy, you they try. Don't allow anybody to tell you say no, they try. You know, say yes, we are here to criticize constructively. But when person do well, we could also the person do well.
Exactly.
You understand? So Maresca, you are trying, you are doing a very good job. We they see him, not be saying we they see him, we they see him.
He they play,
He they show.
Yeah, I tell you.
Because apart from forget about the new signings where we don't sign, you understand? These players where they play now, are the same players we play last season where most of us still complain. Say they need to put body for ball. But now watch waiting Maresca don't correct. What the players are doing on the pitch now. It's all thanks to Maresca, bro. All thanks to Maresca. So I have to first of all give kudos to Enzo Maresca before I go into how I saw that game. So I come up, I salute you, Enzo. I salute you.
Respect to the boss. Respect to
salute
him.
him, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know what to talk
Oh
again.
boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
As in, like everything it's just like a dream.
Hmm.
Some Chelsea fans see this tournament, the way we Chelsea they play this tournament, they like a dream to them. But I don't know why the moment Chelsea progress to the next round, what you will hear from rivals are they never face big team, they never face team, they never test them. They never test them. Now Man City come on for round of 16.
Against Ayla.
Ahila.
Lebanese will beat Inter Milan. They not talk that one though.
Like I don't get
Lebanese will beat Upamecano.
the competition that we had the likes of Porto Atletico Madrid, we had Benfica.
Benfica will worry back
See,
at last Champions
See, that make
League.
they fear because people the truth is that people are underrating Chelsea too much. Even we the fans, the fact say we know expect say Chelsea could get to the finals. We don't underrate Chelsea. But if you watch Chelsea play, it's just for us to be doing it consistently before people go come they feel like say we don't get that elite level, we don't enter that elite level back. You understand? But Chelsea is very underrated. Watch the way we play in all sections, in all part of the field. Even people who will not expect when they perform, they perform well.
And the funniest part is that every game have its own pattern.
Yeah.
That is one.
Man, tell you something. Man, I been want to talk this in later, but man, talk am now. Yesterday by 4:16 p.m. You get everything I've been they do. So call just enter my phone. So as the call enter my phone, na strange number, na foreign number. Say who they call me, I come pick am. And can say, you know the way Enzo Maresca they talk now. Hello, it's me Enzo. It's me Enzo Maresca. It's me. I watched your podcast and I wanted to confirm something from you. I can't say, Enzo, my man, yeah, me, I did not say me, I flow with them, normal Nigerian vibes. So now Enzo can say, I watched the podcast, I also read the comments. People were hating on you. That why should they not start Madueke? But give to, I felt what you said. Not starting Madueke.
Come
So,
on, yeah.
wait, allow me man talk. No, allow me man talk. No, I want to justify him. I want to.
That's what they listen to. I got to say na serious conversation when you get to.
Man, show you the number. Man, show you the number.
Come on, yeah. Mama say you want come out okay now.
No. He just want to ask me the tactics. Say, what tactics do you feel I should play with? What tactics? I said, I come and say, yes, study the team. Play a different tactics. Don't play your usual game like the way you played against Pemel. Wait now, I go read that side now. Wait now, I go read that side now. Wait now.
Come on,
Tell them about dog.
Calm down.
Lie.
You don't reach that side, don't worry.
Is it that side?
Wait till be the line of
Oh, yeah.
He not pick Nkunku for a line.
I don't pick Nkunku, but not everything. He can tell me say, for me, I don't feel like starting Palmer in the left or in the right. So
Calm down. You know.
he can tell me say between Nkunku and Madueke, who should I start? Now me come say start Nkunku ahead.
See, the truth about the matter is that everybody was just yesterday, and this made me go back to this Joao Pedro deal that Chelsea did. It was it's not clear that Maresca was the one that made that request.
Yeah.
Bring me Joao Pedro.
Pedro, yeah.
Fly and come.
As the
signer.
first flight, private jet. now we carry that
Immediately.
one. We don't use normal economy. We don't use normal private jet. So Boli and Ibali private jet. Now we carry and come.
I'm happy.
Bro.
But let's talk about this player, Christopher Nkunku. His performance so far, from the Benfica game down to the Palmares game, down to yesterday game, and Maresca feeded him against Palmares, he delivered. Then yesterday too, he feeded him against Flamines. The guy played, he reached 80-something minutes.
Yeah, 85 minutes.
85 minutes. Now, the football when they play now, what are we going to say about this? Is this still the coach fault that he did not perform well last season? Or this sudden improvement now, is it from the coach or his own personal improvement or whatever? Or
Now just the problem with all these players. And they say, is it that this club want to sell you or they are bringing players to, compete with you? Everybody wants to sit up.
well, player been there when they compete with them.
Who
Palmer was there, Jackson was there.
There was a time when Chelsea was handicapped and we were using Nkunku.
Yes, now that was his
Understand.
time to shine, but he failed to utilize it. Now, I'm saying that now that he's trying to perform this way, which message is he passing? Is it that the fault was from the coach or on the ground, Nkunku has hired the personal training just like the way others have been doing now?
You can see, I will keep saying these things. Most players are not performing well, they will blame Nkunku. I keep asking you guys, even in Nkunku's best season, according to you people who at Chelsea, how well was his performance? How good? How fantastic? How splendid? How spectacular? How unique? How different was his performance in Chelsea in his best season? When I talk saying they perform well under Poch, that time they perform well. Was he performing like Palmer? Was he performing like
But the few time he comes in, he drops his signature one way or the other.
At the end of the day, what am I trying to say? Maresca is not your problem. If you want to play well, you will play well. You want to perform well, you will perform well. Now, look at when Maresca was playing Nkunku last season, the sub, most of the time he subs Nkunku like early enough. But now look at he's playing well now. Maresca leaves him on the pitch. You tell that Maresca wants to even make this boy play. He wants to make the boy perform. But if you're not, the truth about the matter is that if you're not playing well, the coach will change you and bring in someone that is performing well. So you can never, and I keep saying it, Maresca is not the problem. And it's a good thing that he's working on himself now. But it's just sad. You can't be like saying you won't come day late, say they work on yourself, when they play this kind of football.
When no say they transfer.
Yes. So for me, it can never be Maresca's fault. It's not his fault.
Chief Christopher Nkunku of Egbemaland. I greet you. Respect to you, sir. Now, anybody that listens to me very well, one of my major emphasis when talking about players is personal growth. I emphasize on that. When we're talking about a player, the way a player plays, his pattern, his techniques, strategies, my emphasis is always on personal growth. I don't believe, and I can never believe, that Maresca's playing system can affect a player. Now, talking about Nkunku,
But they affected Gusto one way or the other.
For me, I feel like Gusto was not even good enough to play. That. Also because if you talk about Gusto, I'll tell you about Cucurella. Cucurella is doing the same in Vatin, and he's playing it well.
That's where the
What
personal.
about Rhys James navigating in the midfield and he's not giving you 100%?
If James is not good enough for the midfield, that is the thing.
But he started from that position before being dived into the left and right wing back.
That is his own problem. He's not good enough. Look at Madrid, for example. You don't say there was a time that Ancelotti was playing Tchouaméni as a centre back. Tchouaméni,
Yeah.
a midfielder, was playing as a centre back. Now even Xabi Alonso, there was one game Madrid played recently in this Club World Cup that he still had to put Tchouaméni back to the centre back to tell that the guy they try when they put him for that position. As a player now in this modern day football, okay, if you know if you play 3 positions comfortably, you never start.
I don't collect off for my mouth.
Continue.
Yeah. But now my emphasis based on that thing you talk now. Yes, Maresca is just bringing a new system of football to the team, and most people will adapt very quick. Just as there was a time we were emphasizing on we bringing new players. How quick can these players adapt? Now some people are surprised. Joao Pedro is just coming, a new player, and just 2 games or 1.5 games or even a one game, you don't adapt to the system of the team. How? He adapts fast. Same with Cucurella. Maresca brought a new system of too much inverting, and he could adapt. Caicedo adapted. So many players adapted. Even Madueke, that was a stagnant right winger before, was very flexible when he was also inverted to the left wing. But Gusto, I think he has this slow, the motion, like adapting quick is not really his thing. But if you can watch Gusto now,
as of yesterday,
and even Palmares game, nothing Gusto do. Like Gusto, they're everywhere for field. Players, you have to build yourself personally. If a new coach is coming, you're not expected to play the same way your former coach was playing.
Exactly.
You have to play a different pattern of football. And from what we are seeing now, Nkunku, for me, how I see him as of the previous season was he's a very lazy player. I'm not sure that he works on himself. Man, no lie for you. What if even they push Nkunku self to the play with his whole heart for this CWC, this Club World Cup? If it be say him more feel one come for Chelsea, and for clubs to come the scout for you, they need to know see they play. You need to play better football so that when club now come to buy you, at least your wage. If you say Omo Bayern as he won't come for me now, which now 100 or 200, maybe not 200 like Felix Mata. Felix Mata now with Benfica, they say they won't pay him 77, approximately 77,000 pounds in a week. It does not sound nice. A player that was earning over 100 and something thousand pounds, you are offering him 77,000 pounds. That's not growth. So I feel saying a part of the team where they drive him to say, oh more, if I come out for this Chelsea now, I feel no get club will go pay me better money the way I chop for ya. So it's
so if you say performance now just to help him make him market value every
making market value to come up to. So nothing concern Maresca for the aspect of Nkunku. It's just he was too reluctant, too sluggish. But look at him, look at Nkunku now. Just see what Nkunku is doing. This one no be Adino, the last current of a poor man. Now it be this one now, because now you're not coming to show yourself. Like, and now people are seeing like this now club he come by. I saw a news yesterday that Inter is also scouting for him. Inter is having him as one of their attacking minded players to sign this summer. But it's all good. It is his fault, not Maresca's fault.
All right. There have been this trend going on. Joao Pedro scoring 2 goals. Chelsea fans dragging Delap and Jackson. Between Delap and Jackson, which of these players do you think? Well, let me don't judge. let me don't
exactly.
conclude.
As the same for talk, if you ask me, you throw me that question.
Let me don't conclude. But anyhow, let me put Jackson in that position.
Okay.
Let me keep Delap aside.
Yeah.
If Chelsea does not do the business of selling Jackson this summer, do you see Jackson stepping up against a player like Joao Pedro or Liam Delap? In short, Joao Pedro.
Partially, yes. Partially, yes. Probably, I'll just use the word probably because competition helps in a team. There's nothing wrong, and there's never been anything wrong with competition in a team. And that's why I don't really respect players that refuse to fight for their place in Chelsea. That was what happened with Felix. I was angry. Recently, we heard that Kudus only wants to go to Tottenham, and I was like, bro, you choose Tottenham over Chelsea because you don't want to compete and fight for a place at Chelsea. So for me, I'm not, yes, most people say, sell Jackson, sell Jackson, sell Jackson. I would have loved for the 3 strikers, make them compete with themselves. So that when you see your other striker performing well, scoring goals, it boosts you. You want to come in and perform. See what Jackson played yesterday, I saying enter now. And I tell you, if that match had continued for the next 20 minutes, Jackson would have had a clear chance to score. He was actually involved in that game.
But he was playing like somebody under pressure.
It's
Yes,
not
see,
about
now,
being eager.
now there's the part where he plays under pressure, which I would say is immature, is childish. You don't come and be playing doing as if, okay, you want to impress us because Joao Pedro has already impressed everybody. Let me come and do my own thing. No. Play because you are competing against 2 other people. You understand? Don't play because you want to show everybody, okay, say I still get something where I want show the world. You understand? We already know who you are, Jackson. We already know what you can do. All you needed to do is to just come and improve. Improve on yourself. Don't carry the mentality that, okay, Joao Pedro don't do your own, make I can't do my own now. No, that is not the right approach. The competition will help all of them. It will make them to sit up. After all, Chelsea, there was a time in Chelsea when we had Drogba and Eka Torres in the same team. Nobody was fighting against each other. They were all complementing each other. But there was always a main man. So if you do that, I don't see how the club doesn't progress. You must not, don't make it be like as though you want to be the main person. Everybody must not be the main person. As long as the role that you are playing it well. And the club is winning trophies. So for me, I feel like, yes, Joao Pedro coming in, Jackson is going to sit up. He has to sit up. He has to sit up. I just like you are saying just the other days, we're going to have so many matches to play. So, if they tell Pedro now, Joao Pedro, since the first starts, Joao Pedro will hit the ground running immediately. So, as a coach, you say, okay, I have the lab. The lab is ready to take over. I have Jackson is ready to take over. So, these are things that we also have to think about. You understand? So, but it's all good. It's all good.
My take on that is, if Jackson probably stays in the club, like the club does not sell him or loan him this season, what I would advise Jackson, I don't want to do any comparison, but I just want to give him a simple advice. Just be willing to be a second striker. Simple. Just be willing to be a second striker. Now, what we have been...
Don't forget, we have Delap.
I'll come to Delap. When they talk about Delap, okay, man, just be willing to be a backup striker. Man, okay, man, just be willing to be a backup striker.
Because all this is what they talk. Joao Pedro has played 2 games. Yes, we like the way he played. Delap has played, I think, three games or so.
Yeah.
And with all these matches they've played, we cannot judge them. Season go start. One person now go begin that person where it is say go.
Joao Pedro
like I tell you now, the best way they expect now, make it come hit the ground running, go fifth drop. Since the first just now begin the bang goals for you. You never get chance to the player. You see him. So I know they conclude like that.
Bro,
you cannot say Jackson should settle. Get my point too.
Yeah.
Everybody now, I know everybody don't they love Joao Pedro.
No,
but,
man, Chelsea fans.
But God forbid, if he begin to misbehave, make nobody complain.
No more will go complain when he misbehave now, but it depends on whether they make him misbehave.
That is where I'm trying to go. You saying Jackson should just prepare himself to be a second. No, for now,
that means you're writing him off for
exactly.
competing.
For now, we don't have a first choice striker. Everybody they compete with themselves,
bro.
Everybody must compete with themselves.
They competing now. You they put them for mine. And they tell you waiting Maresca don't already sign. He don't sign. He don't sign him. Now that's the way in they beg Jackson to do things. Now waiting one man just come, he give that man instruction, and that man take him out.
You cannot judge.
See, let me tell you something. Not Jackson came in the preseason against Newcastle, against Brighton.
All of us.
Everybody shocked. Say Drogba don't come back. I hope you know. You too. Everybody shout say Drogba don't
Omo.
come back. Say Jackson played in the preseason
Jackson,
very well.
wetin Jackson explore, yes, he did. At least he showed himself, but you will not compare what Jackson did when he came with what Joao Pedro is doing now.
One match.
No,
That
no
is
be
my
just one
problem
match, no be
with
one
you.
match something. We
You
see him for
use
the
one
first
match.
game, even though he no score for that first game. But we see wetin Pedro play for that first game. Now looking at this,
if
see,
Jackson for preseason.
See, apart from that, Jackson has had games
That's-
where he
that's been
performed.
good.
He
Wait,
performed
wait, let me
well.
even
But at
remind
this-
you. Wait, let me remind
Eh.
you. Last season, Jackson went on injury for 1 month.
Hmm.
What was the reaction of Chelsea fans?
Say people they miss Jackson. Yes, now Jackson they progress Chelsea ball. Even our legend Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank had to tell John Obi Mikel on his podcast. He said he likes Jackson. He said he likes the way. He said what Jackson does in the pitch is very unique. Put Jackson up for sale. 6 months will come for him.
before this podcast they do not go finish, I go bring one player where I want like into Jackson. I've been remember that player for house, but I go bring him back for now. But my point is that at this point we've gotten a player that is unique in terms of flares. He's there, the skills in get them. Just need to push defender in the push.
I hope you know
Every
that-
characteristics
I
where
hope you know
Jackson
that it's not
gets.
every game. It's not every game that you see that this Joao Pedro will really perform well.
Guy, don't be
that is why- that
don't be
is why-
sounding negative. That's if
No.
you're sounding negative. When somebody is doing something, you appreciate him so that he will do
Submit-
more.
Are we not?
He will do
we
more.
not-
No problem.
I dey appreciate am, guy.
No
I know.
problem.
No, be say I no
This guy
appreciate am.
is not better than Jackson.
But you-
From what we have seen, even from Brighton, is this guy not better than Jackson?
How many goals did he score last season?
Even though he know to score goals,
They
he
see
was
am
playing for
now.
a
They
club
see
like
am.
Brighton.
You see am.
Five of him goals out of
Na
10
penalty. Na penalty.
How many penalties?
So,
Jackson
how many
scored?
penalties Jackson score?
scored about 11 goals. About 12
But
goals
in
last season.
not share wetin he do, abi.
Who be this
Oh, more
man?
than the jack for this guy. We know that
why-
I want
why
to
you
defend
use-
Jackson
why you
for
use
you.
one
we are
game?
not trying
See,
to
na the
defend
same
Jackson.
thing wey
We
be
are
say-
trying to be clear that we don't have a point man for now.
For now,
For
the
now,
only
that's
player
my
wey
point.
We cannot just conclude on Jackson that they should let go of
He
Jackson.
should
We are not letting go of
should settle
him.
for
I'm
his-
only
to be a
saying,
second striker.
just
It's
be
not-
prepared
you
to
can't
be a backup
You
striker.
cannot. You can't say that now, Oga. You can't bring it out now for Jackson to be a second striker now. Because Maresca has not chosen.
Bro.
We'll not argue, we'll not argue on that.
A player that came from
We'll come back. We'll come back. To
person
that.
wey come from holiday.
Oga, leave this where they talk, abeg.
Why self
No
no
worry.
play well? Because Jackson just from season they
Uh-uh.
go straight to training. Go they
Okay,
play.
now you go agree say the lap now no good.
No.
See,
You guys
Delap good.
Uh-huh.
Okay now, but you believe say Delap go there ahead of Jackson for Chelsea, abi? You been believe am at some point, even you been follow us say Delap go there ahead of Chelsea for Jackson.
Oga, there is no point one in Chelsea now.
That's the simple
That is
truth.
there's no point. There is no point.
Well,
Oh, boy,
let us
That
not
one
cause
for
more
you.
arguments. Let us not cause more arguments. I guess the fans will be a judge of this right now.
Me, I don't get my point one.
Say the way your point one,
See, if it happen
the way
like
you are
that-
putting it is as if you have already written
Written off Jackson.
I said I made it very clear. I said that Jackson should prepare to be a backup
He
striker.
cannot say that.
He
That
cannot
is
say
that's
that.
what you are using is wrong.
Well, I
He's
guess
wrong.
I guess we'll go for a short break and we'll come back on this. Thank you very much. I remain your humble boy Peters.
My name is Big Day.
My name is Gifto.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Now
Yeah.
break we dey go. Now break.